Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and today we're going to go on a little trip. So I'm going to pack up some emergency supplies. I've already portioned things out. We have to get it all transferred over into the new cargo container. Yeah, we need some resources, so I need to do a little bit of exploring. But first, we have to get started, so let's go. So, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend and are having a terrific day thus far. Oh, so yeah, we got a little bit done on the ship. Took the feedback from a group of you. And we did do a little bit more armor, and I have actually played around a little bit with coloring just so you could see some of the new armor, but also to make it stand out a little bit. So now we've got a couple of blocks in here to look more like... I guess you could say like restraining straps or coupling devices of some kind. Unfortunately, Space Engineers doesn't allow us to do a whole lot as far as like combo blocks are concerned. So I've been playing a lot of Dual Universe, and in that we have a lot more flexibility in the types of things that we can do texture-wise and material-wise, as well as shapes. And it's really hard to come back to this in that aspect, only because of the fact that you can make so much more because the blocks are not hard blocked, they're voxels. So everything in the game except for, like the engines are basically voxels. So you have a lot more flexibility and control over how you shape the blocks. Not dinging this game for a lack of it and not promoting the other game for it. Just, telling you where my mindset is right. Alright, so one of the things that we did is we added a bunch of neon to the thrusters like we were talking about before. It does provide, even if it's just a couple of hit points, it's a little bit more protection for the jump drives, because we do have explosive jump drives. I've gone ahead and put in the 1x1 windows, basically shaped them up and around what we had. I'm not going to worry about the area back here, but I did add a little bit of protection. Again, these are light windows, they're ridiculously easy to break, but that difference of, 10 hit points can be the difference between life and death in this game, especially with the explosive drives turned on. Alright, so what we have done is we've also configured the jump drives so that we have a little bit, we're kind of limiting ourselves on the range that the jump drives are going to provide us for the charge, mainly because of the fact that I want to have a jump drive set up so that we can come back here as quickly as possible. That jump drive should be fully charged. It is. Okay. It's just turned off. So what I've done is I've configured it so that if we need to get out of here quickly, regardless of where we're heading, which direction we're pointing, I turn the jump drive on, I hit the go button. That's yeah. We've got enough hostiles in the universe that are trying to eat our face that, well, I'm afraid that they're going to succeed at some point. All right. There we go. Okay. Oh, so yes, we need to quest a little bit. We need to get some gold. So I'm trying to figure out if it makes more sense to do some jumps and travel to some of the... because we've mined out pretty much all of the local asteroids. Now, we may have... because I don't think we've... There may be a couple that I missed out there. So maybe if we head in the direction that... because there's one direction that I really haven't done much in, and that's because the war boss keeps spawning in that general area. So I'm thinking we may head out that way. Speaking of war boss, didn't we get one spawned in again? Looks like he timed out. Okay. Oh, alright, so let's get this ship underway. There we go. We are under our own power, and we are away. So, like I said, we've mined most of that stuff out. That's the direction we came from. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I mean, realistically, the area above us is probably going to be our best bet. Because this is the direction I haven't really gone too much into. So let's take a look. Make sure our ore detector is turned on. What's your maximum range? 5,000? What's that do to our power? 58 days under drift. Okay. And yeah, that gold is just an asteroid strike. Or meteor strike, I should say. So if we get within 5K, so you don't want to use this on a planet. This particular ore detector will destroy your system if you're using it in an atmosphere. Mainly because of the fact that there's so much resource so densely packed together on planets. You really need it more for the for space than anything else. It's just because there's so much distance between, you know, where you are and where you're heading. Man, I should have headed out this way before. Holy crap, look at all this stuff. There's a lot of stone out here. Alright. Okay, so you've seen me do the exploration for stuff before for resources. I am not going to bore you with it. But like I said, basically we're heading in this direction. If I don't find anything in the local cluster, I'll bring it back and we'll do a jump into a one of the directions. Probably just do a blind jump straight ahead. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little exploration and we will be right back. Alright, and we're back. Okay, so what I've done is I've got us in position to do a little bit of mining, and like I said, this is probably going to be a bit of a short clip. Just to show you what we've done is because of the fact that we have the explosive jump drives, in order to help protect us a little bit, backed us into just to give us a little bit more protection from the stuff going on around here. Now, one of the things that I do want to do is, what do I need for this? I need steel plates. Okay. It's so weird having, like, I've been doing so much time in other games that, oh, that's the small cargo container. That's right. Which isn't going to be on the inventory grid because I don't want those resources to be touched, but I think I can get, I think I set it up so I can get to it outside, right? Yeah, okay. And this is basically just so that we have the ability to add and remove things as we need to. We'll put one here. We think one there. And since we're probably going to use this as our modus operandi for the things moving forward. Oh, it would have been nice if I'd had that, but we've got the armor block there. I mean, I guess I could technically like kind of cheat these in someplace. No. That's fine. That's fine. I don't really need a whole lot of light back here. I mean, I could just like surface mount this to the end of those little posts, but all right. Is your antenna not on? Yep, your antenna's not on. Don't need it to broadcast far, so just far enough to be able to see where we're going. All right. Looks like it's like right under the stone here. I wonder how much is in here. Hey, look at that. We've already found it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine a bunch of this out because I think cobalt was one of the things that we were running low on. I figure I'll pick up a couple K of this while we're out. Probably pick up a little bit more of everything. So we'll have some iron, some silver. Definitely need to pick up magnesium. But I'm going to keep my eyes open for large deposits of ice, uranium, and gold. Those are the things that we're really, really wanting here. First, I should check to see if Bob is actually picking this stuff up. Because it doesn't look like Bob is picking this stuff up. Oh, Bob. Let's try that again. Come on, Bob. There you go, buddy. Alright. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of time. I am going to grab more of this lovely, lovely cobalt. And then we will head out, take a look, see if we can find some of the other resources that we really need of. Gold is my ultimate priority right now. Uranium is always on the priority list, but the gold is what we really, really need. I want to get the buildings done back at the base so that we can move on to other things, and I can't do that until that hangar is complete. So, and we're going to need gold for other things anyway. But, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish mining this up. See how much of this we've got, and then we'll start heading out and about, and I'll bring you back when we reach the next node. So we'll be right back. And we're back, and with a quick change of plans because we actually have an orc coming in, and we are going to try and get out of here. So I think we're going to do. I think it's time to do the random jump. Let's go. We're going to go this way. Alright, so we're slowly outdistancing him. I am really worried about doing a blind jump when we're this far into the asteroids. Alright, so before we do anything else, we're going to turn off our antenna. Silver iron signal. Gold. Okay. GPS. View from current position. Gold. Okay. Alright, so I got gold, got ice. We even got nickel down there. Well, magnesium, there's ice. Shoot-a boat is kind of getting away from us, which is fine. And having the waypoint in the middle of that is actually going to be good, because that means we can jump back and not worry quite so much about the potential of slamming into an unknown rock. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to try and get out of the asteroid mix here. It looks like it's heading for the asteroid we just vacated, so I'm hoping by turning off the antenna we fouled their tracking. I said I do want to get a little bit further away. Because we are not built for weapons. Nickel, silicon, oh, uranium. Alright, so we are going to GPS, current position. I'm glad we didn't jump out of here. Alright. Wondering how much of a uranium deposit that is. It's kind of disturbing. Nothing came up on that big stone over there. Alright. Did we make it away from the... I think we may have escaped the shooty boat. Let's see if he's still tracking us here. Alright. And we are going to swing around. Oh, nope, shooty boat still tracking us. Alright, so we're gonna do a quick fly through here. Nickel, silicon. See if we can see uranium as we do a quick, rather close flyby. Not seeing it, but it doesn't mean anything. Okay. More cobalt. That's actually a good resource spot. We'll definitely have to swing back through there at some point. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Hit dampeners, bring ourselves under control here. And we're gonna do a 100% jump. See if we lose any neon in the in the process. All right. Okay, so yeah, we should be okay for now. Let's get ourselves moving forward here. Yeah, we're gonna need to grab that uranium. Alright, so while I'm thinking about it, because what I want to do is I want to do this, and we're going to set this up for the uranium jump. And iron down there. Alright, so let's take a look. There's a good cluster of stuff over in that area. Let's head that way. Let's aim to the... they're kind of close, but we should be okay if we aim right in the middle there. Alright. Yeah, so like I said, with this particular vehicle, I am going to do my best to avoid combat as much as possible. We really don't have a whole lot of material on board that we can use. I don't know if we've got 110k cobalt now. Lots of stone, obviously. So yeah, the basic refinery is actually processing the cobalt, which I didn't think they did. I thought I guess they would have to, wouldn't they? They'd have to do iron, nickel, and cobalt, and silicon. Huh. It's just like the platinum, gold, silver that they won't process. Okay. Alright, so. Whoop, wrong button. Oh, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and drift around a little bit, do a little bit more exploration, see if the orcs show up again, because if the orcs show back up, what we'll do is we'll jump back to the uranium node. I'm keeping a track of roughly how long it's taking for them to find us again. But yeah, when we jump back for the uranium, we'll strip mine the uranium really quickly. And then head back to the base, and that way even if we're being chased, we'll at least have the base defenses and the warship and everything there to help, you know, keep us a little bit safer. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to get in here, take a look, see what they've got. I may stop and pick up some things on the way. But if we don't have anybody show up between now and when we're ready to head back to the uranium spot, I'll bring you back right before we make the jump into the uranium. So on that note, we will be right back. And we're back. Alright, so we were able to pick up quite a bit of magnesium. 276k of unprocessed ore, plus whatever it's... I don't think it's actually started converting it yet, so yeah. Now we've run into a couple of mayday signals that I haven't gone exploring, mainly because the ship, I'm not sure the ship would do well with it. I mean, I guess with the light shields, it should be okay. But now that we have resources on board that I really don't want to lose, we're just going to jump over to the uranium. Like I said, I want to see if that area is clear. And then... Hey, platinum. Where? Did we not have enough power to... Oh? Why do I feel like we got further away from it? Outbound. Obviously we can't jump anywhere. Waiting for things to recharge. I guess we'll go hit the platinum while we're waiting, but that should have brought me to the... Let me make sure you're actually outbound. You're set for the uranium jump point. That was odd. Alright. But yeah, doesn't it feel like we were... Alright, well. Alright, so I guess we'll go farm some platinum. It's here, we may as well. I didn't realize we had gone as far as we had. Huh. Is what it is, I guess. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead, grab some platinum. I may swing by and pick up a little bit of that silver. I don't think we really need silver, though. I think we're pretty good for it. I really should have made a list before I went shopping, right? So... And I did remember to turn my turrets on. I had forgotten to do that earlier. Looks like the platinum is on that outer edge. So what we're going to do is we're going to position ourselves a little bit here. Swing us around. Come on. Looking at the wrong tracker there. That's silver. Okay. How did I get myself pointed completely in the wrong direction? Let's see here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a near flyby on this thing. And again, the idea is that we want to be able to put the back end of this ship as close to the resource as possible. Not for the bobs, but once again, just to protect us from the, the potential of our jump drives exploding. You never want the jump drives to explode. Alright, so that is a really small platinum deposit, but hey, any platinum is good platinum, right? Should be pretty good. Okay, so this should be a quick run. We are going to close that, turn that on so that it can actually fully depressurize. Alright, so I'm going to grab this platinum and bring it back one more time for that uranium jump, hopefully. Man, I can't believe we jumped that far. Oh well, is what it is. We'll be right back. And we are back once more. Yay! Alright, so as you can see, I'm kind of hiding out here. We came over, decided to mine out some of the silver. On the way over, we ran into a couple of meteor storms. So it was actually beneficial that we came over this way when it happened, because we found a cave because I came over to get the silver and I was like, oh, look, there's a small cave. And as I noticed the cave, we had meteor storms come in. I've had like 2 of them so far. But that at least, you know what, we're kind of pointed in the right direction too. So when you're doing the extreme survival challenges of any kind, look for that kind of stuff because it will save your bacon. Okay, so we're gonna try this jump one more time. We're 209 kilometers, right? We can go to, well, they're saying approximately 215. It's technically within our jump range. Alright, and it looks like we may be in the clear for now. Let's see here, where is our uranium? Our uranium's over there. So we've picked up quite a bit of material. We've been processing it a little bit as well. We've only got the basic refinery on board, which we've talked about a couple of times. So what we've been trying to do is get a little bit of everything, because we have been processing so much stone, or we've been recovering so much stone. I went ahead and started processing that out just so we could get the silicon, so we could get some of the things on board that we've been putting off, like the buttons and things. I wanted to be able to get those done, and I'm thinking I'm going to queue up some parts for those spotlights there. I don't remember what we need for those. But like I said, we want to find an area that we can tuck the butt of this ship in against. That looks like that might be about our best bet. And what I'm trying to do is find spaces that are away from the solar side, because we have the turret set up that they're only anti-missile defenses. They're not set up for defending against meteor storms, which is why I've been hiding in and behind asteroids so much. Because if we get a meteor storm, I want to be able to either get out of the way of it or put something very large and heavy between me and it. You know what's going to happen is we're going to be right in the middle of all this stuff. We'll find, you know, we'll get ourselves in, mostly in position. So when we get a little bit closer, the shields are actually down. They're turned on, but they're down. For a couple of reasons. One, it lets me get much closer to the material without having the shields basically eat it when they hit the shields. There we go. That's the main reason. I know I said multiple reasons, but you know. Alright, so let's go get some of this uranium, hopefully. Really? That has got to be the smallest amount of uranium I think I have. Come on. Is there actually any uranium in here? I'm seeing a lot of stone. I guess technically there's some uranium. It's like, are you? I'm not seeing it picking up. All I'm seeing is, oh, there it is. Trace amounts on the surface. Okay, good to know. Okay, it says there's still some uranium in there, but I'll be damned if I'm seeing it. I have a feeling this was one of the... it spawned with uranium, so it shows up as it on the voxel map. But I'm betting it was one of the... it got reprocessed into just stone. Yeah, because see, it's saying there's uranium, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of uranium come out of there. That's all stone. There's a little bit right there. Oh, that is annoying. Alright. It would be nice if it told us how much uranium there was. And I think that is probably the extent of what we're going to find here. Because I am not seeing any more of the gold tint that signifies the uranium. Seeing a whole lot of stone though. And see, this is one of the problems that I've been running into in this, is that we've been getting like weird uranium. Oh, there's a little bit there. Like weird uranium reports. So it'll say that there's uranium here, and I start mining it out, and sometimes I find some, but quite often it's what you're seeing here is it's basically, it promises me uranium and gives me stone. Any uranium left? It still says we've got some uranium over here. Alright. I miss when the uranium was that nice dark, like almost black color. It was much easier to find it and to see it when you're mining it. Like I said, I think the system is telling me something's here that isn't actually here. Because so usually those icons show up in the middle of the body of the resource that you're mining. And as I am not seeing a whole lot of anything here, we'll mine a little bit more of this. But like I said, I think the system has recycled the node. Because usually I would have seen it pop up like just here, but alright, let's take a look and see. Yeah, 251 uranium. That's horrible. Yeah. Out of all of that. So yeah, it tells me that was a bad node detection. Great. Silver there. Kind of curious to see if we have any more that shows up. I mean, it really is more efficient to just go out and take over ships at this point for uranium. But I was trying to cut down on the liberation of Ork and other ships, specifically the pirate ships, right? Liberating the ships that have been liberated. Yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, so we're gonna head back to the base, go drop off this stuff, let it get processed. So it was a fairly calm episode this time around, right? You know, have to do these every once in a while because I've had people asking about, you know, what do I do and how do I find resources, and that's basically what I do. Is I just choose a direction, fly in a straight line, and then scan the asteroids. Now I'm using one of the I'm using the azimuth ore detectors, the overclocked ore detectors, but when I'm using even the vanilla stuff, it's the same process. It just takes a little bit longer. See my whole, I'm just a little bit of stone. Let's drop this stuff off. And the reason I say that is because, you know, a lot of people have said that, oh, you know, these types of mods really make it much easier for you to get stuff done. And I'm like, yes, to a point, it does. I mean, yeah, it'd be kind of lying to say no, it doesn't make your life any easier, because there would be no reason to install it if it didn't. But at the same time, I personally would rather be out looking for stuff and having some fun with it than just sailing around for hours on end looking for one resource. You know, so it just really comes down to the which way you want to play. Neither way, in my opinion, is wrong. You do what you enjoy, and that's what's important. And that's why I keep making these. And if you enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. We're going to call this here because I'm basically just getting some of this last minute stuff done. And then we're going to head back to base. Glass tubes and plates. Okay. I think I have the stuff for all of that. Alright. So, we'll do 100 of those. I don't know, like 20 of those. And no. Yeah, why not? There you go. Bob will put all that stuff together. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. Get to talk about, you know, Space Engineers, one of the games I absolutely do love to come back to constantly, as you can probably tell from the channel. We were talking about, you know, some of the other games I've been playing earlier today, and one of the things that I know a lot of people ask is, well, why do I come back to Space Engineers if I have so many complaints about some of the aspects of it? Because at the end of the day, the game is just fun. I mean, there's very few games where you can just jump in and go. Even knowing very little about how the game operates, it's very easy to pick up, very easy to play. You know, we start talking about like some of the more advanced concepts for things like exploratory mining, and, you know, you start talking about like the mods that you throw in, and all of those things just add to what at its heart is actually a really good game. There are things that, yes, I would love to see the folks over at Keen change up. There's quite a few things I'd like to see them change up, but for the most part, like I said, overall, the game as it is, it's just fun for me. And hopefully it's fun for you guys hanging out with me, because I really do enjoy, you know, spending time in the game, chatting with y'all, talking about what's going on, and turn that on. Obstacle detected, so we can get within 1 kilometer. Alright. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week, and we will see you back here on Wednesday for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, turn off the antenna to stop attracting wanderers.